Attu Island, October 1942. Japan's northernmost outpost in the Aleutians faces isolation and American reprisals. Major Kenzo Mori, a 49-year-old logistics officer, records his struggle to sustain the garrison amidst unforgiving weather and dwindling supplies. October 15th, 1942. Attu Island, Hulls Bay. Attu is a frozen wasteland, battered by wind and sea. Our garrison, 2,500 men of the Northern Detachment, clings to Hulls Bay, a jagged inlet. As logistics officer, I oversee supplies, food, fuel, ammunition for Colonel Yasuyo Yamasaki's command. My Type 100 submachine gun, a rare issue, is clean but seldom used. My focus is on crates, not combat. My uniform, greatcoat, wool cap, boots, is damp, the leather cracking from salt air. We have Type 38 rifles, but many are rusted, bolts seizing in the cold. Ammo is tight, 50 rounds per man, no spares. The environment is our greatest foe. Attu's tundra is treeless, swept by gales that tear tents. Rain and snow alternate, turning paths to mud. The sea rages, waves crashing on cliffs, cutting us off from Kiska. Today I inspected our depot, a cave near the bay. Sacks of rice were moldy, fuel drums leaking. I ordered the men to seal them with tarps, my hands numb in soaked gloves. American PBY Catalinas buzz overhead, their bombs shaking the earth. We have no planes, no ships, only resolve. Our radio is failing, static drowning Tokyo's orders. Captain Taro Sato, my deputy, keeps the men working. At 35, he's a fisherman's son from Hokkaido, always sketching maps in his notebook. His calm steadies us. We're down 100 men to disease, scurvy, frostbite. I wonder if the Emperor knows we're here, starving in this fog. November 2nd, 1942. Attu Island, Tundra Trail. The island's isolation grows. Today I led a patrol to scout American naval activity near Attu's eastern coast, a 5-mile trek across tundra. I took Sato, Sergeant Ito, and 2 privates, Nakamura and Hayashi. My Type 100 was slung, a Nambu pistol at my hip, its holster stiff with frost. The wind howled, snow stinging my face. Attu's terrain is brutal, rocky slopes, bogs swallowing boots. The air smelled of salt and decay, kelp rotting on beaches. We moved low, avoiding ridges where American ships might spot us. My heart pounded. A destroyer's silhouette loomed in the fog, 2,000 meters offshore. I counted its guns. 4, maybe 5-inch. No landing craft, but Marines could come any day. Through binoculars, I saw smoke from their stacks, heading west. Sato sketched the ship's position, his hands steady despite the cold. Nakamura slipped, soaking his rifle. I silenced his curse, fearing detection. The patrol was tense but bloodless. Back at Hulls Bay, I reported to Yamasaki. "They're probing," he said, face grim. He trusts my supply reports but doubts our endurance. Sato suggested rigging fishing nets to catch driftwood for fuel. A clever idea. I approved, hoping it works. The sea's our jailer, the sky our enemy. December 10th, 1942. Attu Island, Chichagof Harbor. Supplies are critical. American bombardments intensify, their cruisers shelling our depot. Today, a 5-inch shell hit our rice stores, spoiling half. I improvised, ordering men to salvage what they could, mixing moldy grains with seaweed foraged from the shore. It's bitter, but it fills bellies. My Type 100 stays in its case. I carry a ledger, tracking every crate. The men's rifles are pitted, bayonets dulled. We have no grenades, fuel at 20% capacity. Attu's winter is relentless. Blizzards bury tents, minus 15 degrees Celsius freezes water cans. The tundra's mud is iron hard, cliffs slick with ice. I led a team to reinforce our cave depot, hauling crates through snow. My boots leaked, toes numb. American B-24s roared overhead, bombs cratering the bay. We hid, the ground shaking, the air thick with smoke. We're down 300 men, scurvy and dysentery rampant. Sato's ingenuity shines. He built a driftwood stove, burning seaweed to warm the sick. His sketches now include supply routes, a lifeline. Yamasaki praised my efforts but warned, "Tokyo expects miracles." I nodded, hiding my doubt. The depot's my battleground, but it's losing ground. January 5th, 1943. Attu Island, East Arm. The garrison's fading, 1,800 men, a third lost to disease. Private Hayashi, from the patrol, died of scurvy, his teeth black, body skeletal. He was 19, always sharing tales of his Kyoto shrine visits. His death stings. I see his smile in the fog. I buried him in the tundra, his Type 38 beside him. The men are gaunt, morale crumbling. My Type 100's barrel is rusted, cleaned with sand. Uniforms are rags, boots wrapped in canvas. Today I patrolled to check supply caches near East Arm, with Sato and Sergeant Endo. The wind screamed, snow blinding. We navigated by compass, tundra swallowing our steps. I spotted American tracks, boot prints, fresh, near a cache. My stomach knotted. Marines are probing. 2 crates were empty, looted, or lost. Sato marked the track's direction, toward Chichagof Harbor. We retreated, Endo limping from frostbite. Yamasaki's orders grow desperate. Ration rice to 1 bowl daily. I suggested fishing, using nets from wrecked boats. Sato led the effort, pulling cod from icy waters. It's not enough. The radio's dead, Tokyo silent. I hide this diary in a tin, fearing the end. February 20th, 1943. Attu Island, Holds Bay. Combat has come. Americans shelled Holds Bay at dawn, their destroyers' guns pounding our trenches. My Type 100 was ready, but logistics kept me back, directing ammo distribution. The men's rifles jammed, ice clogging bolts. We had 1 Type 99 machine gun, its ammo short. Snowdrifts hid shell craters, the air sharp with cordite. I ran crates to the line, slipping on ice, the sea roaring nearby. Soviets aren't here, but American Marines are relentless. I coordinated squads from a bunker, shouting orders over shell bursts. Sato led a flank, his Type 38 barking. "Hold the ridge!" I yelled, pointing to a tundra rise. A 5-inch shell hit, killing Sergeant Ito. His body slumped, blood freezing in the snow. Ito, who taught me navigation, always reciting haikus. His loss cuts deep. We held, losing 12 men. Yamasaki commended my supply chain, but his eyes were hollow. The depot's nearly empty, 50 rice sacks, no fuel. Sato's stove burns driftwood, but the cold kills. I question my duty, but duty binds me. March 15th, 1943. Attu Island, Chichagof Harbor. We're shadows, 1,200 men, half gone. Scurvy fells dozens daily. Endo's frostbite claimed his foot. My Type 100's useless, magazine rusted shut. I carry a Nambu, 3 rounds left. My greatcoat's shredded, boots canvas wrapped. We eat seaweed broth, stomachs growling. Attu's storms rage, gales tear bunkers, minus 20 degrees Celsius numbs bones. The tundra's a frozen swamp, cliffs deadly. Today I improvised a fuel source, distilling fish oil from cod scraps. It burns poorly, but warms the sick. Sato's nets caught enough for a week's broth. Yamasaki's desperate, ordering me to find more. I scoured wrecks, salvaging rope for shelters. American P-38 strafed us, bullets ripping tundra. I dove into a crater, the air buzzing. Sato's sick, coughing blood, but he sketches supply plans. His loyalty humbles me. Yamasaki warned of an American landing. I prepared ammo caches, but we're outmatched. The sea's our prison, the sky our judge. This diary's my last anchor. April 10th, 1943. Attu Island, Tundra Ridge. The end looms. We're 800 men, a dying garrison. American shelling never stops, their cruisers circling. Today we fought on a tundra ridge, a futile stand. My Nambu was empty. I used a Type 38, its bayonet fixed. The men had 20 rounds each, no machine guns. Snow fell, visibility 30 meters, the air thick with smoke. I led a platoon, using rocks for cover, the sea's roar deafening. Marines attacked, their M1 Garands cracking. I fired, downing a shadow, the rifle's recoil jarring my frost-bitten hands. Sato, weak but fighting, rallied a squad. A grenade burst, shredding his leg. He fell, clutching his sketchbook, whispering, "For the Emperor!" Sato, my rock, gone. I dragged him to cover, his blood staining snow. We lost 15 men, retreating to Chichagof Harbor. Yamasaki's orders are suicide. Hold every inch. I obey, but my heart's broken. The depot's empty, men starving. I hide this diary, hoping it speaks for us. May 29th, 1943. Attu Island, Chichagof Harbor. This is my last entry. Americans have landed, thousands storming Chichagof Harbor. We're 400 men, skeletons in rags. I have a bayonet, no bullets. Snow and rain lash us, the tundra a quagmire. Shells scream, cliffs collapse, my body's failing, lungs burning. I think of Sato's sketches, Ito's haikus, Hayashi's shrine. They're gone, and I'll follow. Today we make our final stand. I'll fight, not for glory, but for my men, for Attu. If this diary's found, know I stood until the end. Major Kenzo Mori fell on May 29, 1943, during a defensive stand against U.S. forces in Chichagof Harbor, ending Japan's hold on Attu.